Close your eyes and cover your ears for a moment. How would you talk to someone? Let me tell you about a girl who found a way. Once upon a time, in a quiet town in Alabama, a little girl named Helen Keller was born. She was a happy, curious baby, full of giggles and wonder. But one day, when she was just 19 months old, she got very, very sick. When the fever went away, something had changed. Helen couldn't see, and she couldn't hear. The world around her had gone dark and silent. Helen didn't understand what had happened. She couldn't see her mother's smile. She couldn't hear her father's voice. She was trapped inside herself, and she didn't know how to ask for help. As she grew older, Helen became frustrated. She would cry and scream because she didn't know how to say what she wanted. She couldn't tell her parents if she was hungry or sad or afraid. Her world felt small and scary, but everything changed when she turned 7. A new teacher came to her house. Her name was Sullivan. Anne had once been almost blind herself, and she understood how hard life could be. She had a kind heart, strong hands, and never gave up. Anne believed in Helen. On the very first day, Anne gave Helen a doll and spelled the word Dolel into her hand. Helen liked the feeling but didn't know what it meant. Anne kept spelling words into Helen's palm, hoping one day Helen would understand. And then, one sunny afternoon, everything clicked. Anne took Helen to the water pump and poured cool water over her hand. At the same time, she spelled WATR into her other hand. Helen froze. She felt the water. She felt the letters. Suddenly, she knew. The letters meant the cool, wet thing on her skin. She dropped the cup, touched the ground, and begged Anne to spell again. That day, Helen learned 30 words. Her world burst open. She began learning faster than anyone could imagine. Words turned into sentences. Sentences into thoughts. Thoughts into ideas. She learned to read with her fingers. She learned to write with a special typewriter. She even learned to speak with her voice. It wasn't easy. It took time. It took patience. But Helen never gave up. She went to school, then college, and became the first deaf and blind person to graduate with a college degree. She traveled the world. She wrote books. She gave speeches. She made friends everywhere she went. Helen Keller became a voice for people who could not speak. She became eyes for those who could not see, and she gave hope to the world. But Helen never forgot her teacher, Sullivan, the one who reached into the dark and lit a candle that would never go out. Helen showed us that no matter what challenges we face, we can keep learning, we can keep trying, and with love, courage, and a little help, we can do amazing things. And now, it's time to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and drift off to sleep. Dream big, little one. Good night.